What is up? I make plans, then I have to change them. Let me show you why my plans change. So I'm just driving to work and check it out. The wind lifted my broken side mirror up and I'm gonna have to do something about that because that's not good. I'm on the same drive to work and the cover just blew off on the highway. It's been loose since I've owned it, but this is the first time it's ever shifted while I'm driving. So I have something else to work on my lovely Golf. This side view mirror cover has been loose since I got it, but since it's not a high priority fix, it was on the back burner. But I don't know what happened. The wind just hit it right, it lifted and flew off. So rather than trying to find some and get them color matched with paint and all that, I found some on carparts.com that are both black. I only needed the cover, but it was a lot easier to find the whole mirror. It comes in a bag. It's pretty cool. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, man. It's a small crack. I will still use it as long as it can be put back together. Dadgummit. Yeah, I'll still use it. My other mirror is still good. So maybe I'll just replace the glass. So there's a look at where it was damaged. And I can say with 100% certainty, I've never looked at that section of the mirror and tried to see something. It's usually in this center section. So I believe I'll get full utility out of this mirror. And it looks like everything else is good. So let's see what we gotta do to take the old one off. So there is this trim piece here that looks like it has to come off, and I'm gonna see if I can do it without taking off this door card, but that's not looking likely because the cables connect here. So maybe the door panel has to come off. I briefly explored replacing just the cover because that's really all that was wrong, but I could not convince myself that I could remove the cover without breaking something. So I continued with the plan of replacing the entire mirror. There are 3 screws on the bottom of the door panel that I removed with a Torx bit. And then I removed the window crank handle. And then I had to pry this part away from the pull handle, and it did fight me a little bit, but I did get it off. How badly did I break it? Not bad at all, it'll still work. Hey, old cars, brittle plastic, it's always a gamble. So in here and in there are some Phillips head screws that I'm gonna take out. And they have these little washers on the end, so I need to keep up with those. And this is awfully sticky. I wonder what it is. Probably soda or something. And the washer stayed in there on that one. So I should be able to pry away the door now. Start with the bottom. There's one of the washers. So I got the panel resting on a little stool there, and I think I'll have access to everything I'll need to get to. I have to take this speaker cover off, and there is a screw there, and then these cables, and those cables connect there. So I'm gonna go look at the end of the new one and see what I have to disconnect. Looking at it now, it would have been easier if I would have rolled down the window first, but I have to remove that. But you know what? I am gonna roll down the window because I have access to it right here. I'm gonna put this on Roll it down. Now I'll have access from this side. But before I go access it from the other side, I'm gonna remove this screw right here. Ugh. That holds in this speaker cover. And let's see, does that free this? There's this little piece right here that I don't know how to take off. So can I lift it off of it? And I can lift it off of it. So there. So that's free. And this is what we need to replace here. But I need to go to the other side and free up the mechanisms. All right, to free this, I need to pull this down, that up, and release that tab there and there. And then these cables should come out. And also I'm gonna note the orientation. You have one cable coming long up top, one coming short to the right up top, and then one coming kind of mid to the bottom. And make sure I put in the new one the same way. I'm not sure if it can go in any differently, but I'm just gonna note it just in case. All right. All right, that side came out. Let's see, does this side come out as easy? It does. Nice. And then pull this one away. Come on. All right. So let's see. Will it just let me pull it out? It does. All right. All right. So what's behind here? I do like this seal. And there's one bolt right there. And for that bolt, a T40 seems to work. We're almost home. All right, let's hope that lets me pull it out. Ah, yes, it is heated. Dadgummit. So I have to take this off too. Let's see how this comes off. All right, so I think that does it. So now I have to install the new one, but come on, y'all, I can't let that sit like that. So I am going to clean it while I'm in here. All right, that's clean enough. Let's put the new one in. So snake this through. And I think this lip needs to go over this. And that clip, there's a little place to receive that clip right here. All right, it's actually a good fit. I should have just did this from the beginning. It wasn't that hard. So now I gotta pop this back in. And if you remember the orientation of the last one, this is the same orientation. So hopefully putting it in will be easier than taking it out. And it was. All right, that looks nice and snug. So I'll put this lovely piece back in place and grab the speaker, which is actually kind of cool. Reposition it and put this screw back in. All right, now I'm convinced it's fully seated. Now let's put everything back together. Putting the door panel back on was pretty straightforward. The hardest part for me was the little lock knob. I kept missing the hole that was in the door panel. But once I got it on and got it lined up, it went back together pretty easily. So after a bit of fiddling, I Finally got the panel back on. For whatever reason, I had trouble getting that lined up while I was getting everything else installed. And that is cracked. I think my other side is cracked too. I will clean this up one day. Get in there. Yeah, I'm not convinced that those clips in here seated all the way, because I do not remember there being that much of a gap here. Oh, there we go. So now I'm going to do a quick test of the arm. Left, right, up, down. All right, it works. And that'll get me by. Well, it only looks out of place if you know it was silver from the get-go. But anyway, I got the function back and it doesn't look naked rolling down the street. So I guess I accomplished what I wanted to. Although this is my stopgap scootabout car, the more I work on it, the more I like it. And I will continue to document everything I do to it on this channel. If you'd like to follow along, hit subscribe. If you'd like to see the things I've already done, check out my Mark IV Golf playlist. Thanks for watching. Take care.